When you do these secret things to a narcissist, they will suffer a lot and will cry out of fear to you. We all share a fundamental human desire to be recognized, heard, and valued as individuals. However, what happens when this desire for acceptance turns into an obsession with ourselves? When we become so self-centered that we are willing to deceive and harm others to fulfill our desires. This is the behavior of narcissists, and regrettably, many of us have encountered someone who fits this description. If you've ever been on the receiving end of a narcissist's exploitation, you know how painful it can be. But what if there were ways to protect yourself and establish boundaries when dealing with a narcissist? First and foremost, it's important to note that seeking revenge is generally not a constructive idea. Nevertheless, there are strategies to deal with narcissists effectively in your life. Here are 10 techniques for handling narcissists. 1. Ignore the narcissist. Ignoring a narcissist is one of the most potent ways to unsettle them. They are deeply preoccupied with their own importance, so being ignored infuriates them. You can employ both direct and indirect methods of ignoring them, such as not responding to their messages or allowing them into your life. The best way to upset a narcissist is to disregard their words and emotions. This diminishes their sense of control and leaves them feeling powerless, something they despise. 2. Disregard negative comments. When a narcissist criticizes you, the most effective way to hurt them is not to let it affect your self-esteem. Narcissists are known for their harsh criticism and take pleasure in putting others down. If your self-esteem is low, it may be challenging not to take their criticism personally. Nevertheless, it's crucial to remember that their attacks are merely reflections of their own insecurities. 3. Project confidence. Narcissistic individuals often avoid self-assured and confident people. They aim to compensate for their own shortcomings by steering clear of individuals who exhibit these qualities and by undermining others to feel superior. They seize every opportunity to criticize others, revealing their own insecurity and the need to assert themselves as right. As your self-assurance grows, it becomes more challenging for others to manipulate or influence you. By challenging the narcissist's self-assuredness or sense of superiority, you put them on the defensive and make it harder for them to control or trap you. Fourth, the most effective way to unhinge an ego is to showcase your own happiness. Narcissists are inherently self-centered and struggle to endure the success or happiness of others as it diverts attention away from them. When you exude contentment in your own life, they interpret it as disinterest in them. Therefore, avoid seeking solace or validation from a narcissist. Focus your energy on other aspects of your life, such as the people and things that bring you joy. Remember that narcissists remain indifferent to your happiness, and, in fact, may even take pleasure in your distress. Their desire to feel superior leads them to relish your unhappiness, but you mustn't permit them to drag you down or steal your joy. Fifth, do not comply with their demands. Narcissists are profoundly self-absorbed and will go to great lengths to remain the focal point of attention. While you might be tempted to yield to their requests and shower them with attention to alleviate tension, doing so will only embolden their demands and perpetuate their behavior. The most effective way to manage them is to refrain from catering to their desires and instead focus on yourself, ignoring their requests. When a narcissist realizes they can't achieve what they want from you, they will swiftly move on to someone else. 6. Do not lend an ear to their words. Narcissists consistently prioritize their own needs, even if it causes emotional harm to others. They may intentionally utter cruel remarks to hurt your feelings or incite your anger. Remember, their words aren't a reflection of your worth, but rather an attempt to offload their own issues by shifting the blame onto you. Recognize your inherent worth and do not allow them to diminish your self-perception or provoke a reaction from you. Refuse to grant them the satisfaction of witnessing your response to their comments. Lastly, muster the courage to say no without feeling guilty. Narcissists manipulate others to maintain control and fulfill their desires. They succeed by instilling guilt in their victims for not meeting their expectations and making them feel worthless. By simply asserting your boundaries and saying no, you can shield yourself against narcissists. There's no reason to feel guilty for sidestepping their traps. Your well-being should always be your priority, as narcissists are primarily concerned with themselves. 8th, never apologize for being honest. When a narcissist deliberately belittles someone, questions their values or beliefs, the victim may feel anger and an inclination to apologize. However, apologizing only serves to empower the narcissist and perpetuates the cycle of humiliation. It conveys the message that you accept and endorse the narcissist's inappropriate behavior. You should never apologize for being authentic, even if it makes you uncomfortable. Stand your ground and don't allow the narcissist to undermine your self-worth by contradicting them. Respect, love, and kindness are bestowed on all, irrespective of the narcissist's opinions. Their approval holds no significance. 9th, confront them and make them aware of their misdeeds. Narcissists possess an inflated sense of self-worth and view themselves as superior to others. They are averse to any form of criticism, even when it is constructive. Hence, it is crucial to address how their actions negatively impact others. Establishing boundaries and conveying that unacceptable behavior will not be tolerated is vital. Face-to-face communication is necessary to compel narcissists to take responsibility for their actions. This approach can help mitigate the harm caused by their selfishness and encourage them to act more responsibly. Narcissists excel in manipulating others and are skilled at deflecting blame from themselves. They frequently shift responsibility onto others or external factors. Confronting a narcissist about their wrongdoing or rudeness is a way to assert yourself. If you are excessively accommodating, they may exacerbate their behavior, potentially causing them to avoid situations that could expose their insecurities. To safeguard yourself from manipulation by a narcissist, always adhere to your principles. Since a narcissist's conduct remains unaffected by others' opinions, it's crucial to set clear and unwavering boundaries. While a narcissist may initially appear pleasant, they may eventually attempt to manipulate you by making unjustifiable requests or unreasonable demands. It's important not to succumb to their tactics. A straightforward no or "I'm sorry, but that's not possible" should suffice. If the narcissist persists in trying to engage with you or spend time with you, you can opt to stop communication or leave their company. Narcissists protect their fragile self-esteem by avoiding situations that might challenge their self-image, such as criticism or questioning their status. Thus, they work diligently to uphold their image, just as they did to climb the social ladder. To free yourself from a narcissist, you may need to sever all ties and remove them from your life. Remember that the most effective way to prevent their manipulation is to establish clear boundaries and resist their demands. If you found this video helpful, please let us know by leaving a comment, giving it a thumbs up, and subscribing to our channel. We appreciate your time in watching this.